This is part 2. There's a simple way to get rid of hate. Let's define what hate is. You can't. You can't. It's different to different people. There's no straight definition they ain't got to give you, but it's so different depending on who you talk to. But you see signs in the front yard. Hate has no home here. End hate. Whatever. All these things. Nobody likes hate. But hate just doesn't miraculously appear. About the only thing that I can think of that miraculously appeared with hate-wise, probably a thing, but they're not people. I mean, you may hate a food. Like, I hated lima beans as a kid. I instantly hated them. I taste them, still hate them. I hate them. I hate them to this very day, even though I have them. But people, you don't hate people the minute you meet them. It takes time to get to that point. And if you do hate somebody, it's a big process. So I want to talk about the process of how we get to hate somebody. And it's a process that starts with assumption, ignorance, misunderstanding, lack of knowledge. You have those things, it leads to a fear. You have a fear of something. You have a fear of something. You'll be scared of it. You'll understand it, confused by it. You don't get it. You have to get really scared. You might think that fear might come after you. So you hate it. You hate it. Hate that, man. Keep that away from me. I don't want that near me. You can't get away. Get out of here. Get out of here. You ridicule it. You scream at it. Whatever it is. Really hate it. Really think it's going to take over. You try to kill it. That's destruction. That's the next step of hate. Past hate is destruction. Excuse me. Past hate is destruction. Like trying to destroy the Jews. Trying to destroy blacks. Trying to destroy a lot of people that we try to do when hate gets out of control. Let me explain this in a simple way that you can understand this better. A guy came on my radio show, Hug It Out America Live, named Daryl Davis. You may know him. He's been on Joe Rogan podcast. A couple others. I was lucky to have him on my show. We have very similar views on hate, that's for sure. He gave me this great example of how to explain how hate comes to be. Okay. Let's say you got a kid sitting at a table. You're sitting there. The teacher goes, "Look out, there's a snake on your feet." Kid lifts up like, "Oh my gosh, a snake." Lift up his feet. He lifts up his feet. He's scared of that snake. He's got his feet off the ground. Snake may just be sitting there. Just, oh man, snake. And he might like look at it and then say, "Oh, look at that snake. He's so slimy, man. I don't want to be near that thing. Oh, he's slimy." Says, "Oh man, that snake's poisonous. Man. Get her, snake. Get out of here, snake. It's gonna bite me. That snake's gonna bite me." Then he might say, "Oh man, we gotta kill that snake before it gets anybody else. We gotta kill that snake. We gotta kill it. Quick. Go get a gun. Go get a knife. Go throw a rock on the top of it. Kill that snake. Kill that snake." Well, here's the reality about that snake. Is that snake slimy? No. I know that for sure. As a kid, I caught snakes all the time. Until I got interested in girls, that's pretty much all I did. But I knew my sister was scared of snakes and she was ignorant of them and knew nothing about them. And when I got home, I'd take the snake and I'd chase my sister around. She was older than me. "Oh, snake. She'd run around and Mom would get mad at me and I'd laugh. And I'd take advantage of that ignorance. that assumption that she had no clue about. Was that snake poison? Hell no. It was not poison. Like a banded water snake, a garter snake, or a ringneck snake. All kinds of snakes I put her, but it wasn't poisonous. Majority of snakes are not poisonous. They may bite you, but they can't kill you. And that applies to people too. Majority of people will not try to kill you. But if you try to hurt them and mess with them, they will mess with you back. So if you call them a racist or a sexist or whatever you want to call them, they will fight back. They might bite back. They might call you something back. And you call each other something back. And they might kick you or throw something at you or hit you. And who knows where that goes. But here's the reality about snakes. Snakes are vital to the food chain. Without snakes, we'd have a lot of rats. And rats bring disease. Without snakes, we'd be overwhelmed with insects. And insects destroy crops. We need those crops for our food. So we have a misunderstanding of snakes. And if you misunderstand something, you are going to fear it irrationally. And if it really gets hold of you, you are going to attack that thing verbally, try to get yourself away, exile it from yourself, throw things at it, kick it, and maybe try to kill it and kill all others because you misunderstood it. So that is how hate occurs. That's how it occurs in people too. Starts with an assumption, misunderstanding, ignorance. Lack of knowledge. Living inside your own bubble, whatever you want to call it, not understanding. That leads to fear. Fear gets crazy. Oh, snake, get away, snake. That fear overwhelms you. Oh, man, kick it. Get out of here quick. Oh, that case is poison. I got to kill it. Fear. Assumption, fear, hate, destruction. It's like what happened to the Jews. Can't get there, folks. We got to stop it. We got to nip it in the bud, as Barney Fife would say on Andy Griffith. We got to get rid of the assumptions, the misunderstanding, the ignorance, the self-righteousness. All right. This is the end of part 2. I'll get into more of it in part 3. Like I said, this is simple stuff. It's not easy, but it's simple. All right. Part 3 coming up. One love, y'all.